What's up, guys? It's the Notorious Nomad, and today I want to talk about Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is the next Assassin's Creed game, and it comes out on October 2nd for the gold version with the season pass, and any ultimate or any other versions that include the gold version / season pass, and October 5th, I believe, for the regular edition. I will be getting the gold edition on October 2nd, and I hope to upload some videos of actual Assassin's Creed Odyssey gameplay on October 3rd or 4th or something like that. I'm really excited to play this game. I think it's going to be great. I do have some issues with it, but we'll talk about that in a second. I think that it looks like it's going to be a great game. I love the time period. It's something that I kind of wanted to see in Assassin's Creed. I really think that the new RPG elements that they're adding to the game are going to make it really fun. I don't like some of the RPG elements in terms of story, so I don't like how you can choose between male and female. I know a lot of people like that, and I understand why, but one of the things I've loved about the Assassin's Creed games is that they allow you to really connect with a character, and the reasons I've liked some of them and disliked some of them is because of that character. You get that connection, like with Ezio. I know a lot of people really liked Ezio, and I think that was because they allowed you to connect with that character. They take you through his story, and yes, you don't get that, it's your own story, but you can still have a good game and have it be somebody else's story that you're relating to. And with the choice of characters, and you get to choose how they act and all of that, one, it doesn't really make sense with the canon. I'm sure they'll try to explain it somehow, but to me that doesn't really make sense. And two, I think that you lose a little bit of that connection to the character. You gain your own connection because it's a story and whatever, but it also tells me there's not really going to be a sequel to this game. So you're never going to see Cassandra Alexios again. I can't imagine how they would make that work with so many choices. And yeah, you could say, okay, well, the end is technically happened like this, so this is what we're going to do in the next game. But it just seems like if you're doing that, it kind of defeats the whole purpose of adding these RPG elements in. So why not just take them out completely? I really do want the RPG elements in the gameplay. I think that's cool. I really like the particular sets of armor and stuff like that. I think that's going to be awesome. I really want to be able to go in and collect different types of armor and see what it will do. I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited that they added a stealth tree, which I briefly mentioned in my other video. You notice this gameplay here that I'm showing is stealth. I think I was able, this is Origins obviously, and I would think I was able to do this without any guards seeing any of the dead bodies. I almost got detected a couple times, but I wasn't detected, and I did kind of startle some of the guards, but none of them found any dead bodies or real reason to be alarmed kind of thing. And in Origins, I felt like the stealth was lacking. Yeah, it's possible, and you have a lot of different tools, mainly your bow and arrow and the sleep darts. You can also tame the animals and have them go in or break open cages of animals and stuff, but that didn't really feel like so much stealth to me. And I also feel like, I know that's going to be similar in Odyssey. They're going to have some of the same kind of ideas, but I really hope to see some stealth skills that set it apart. I mean, they had the chain assassination. I think they had 3 assassination based skills in Origins, and one was chain assassination, one was loot assassination, and I can't remember what the other one was, but I'm pretty sure there was only about 3, and maybe there's more, but I'm pretty sure it was only about 3. And my issue with that was that you had all these other perks that you could get. You could go down the warrior path, you could go down the archer path, and you could get all these different things. And yes, the archer path, it's called the hunter path in the game, it did help you be stealth. You could use your bow to be stealth because it was a silent weapon, but I just feel like there wasn't really any dedication to the stealth type of gameplay. And I've seen some skills that I like so far in Odyssey. I've noticed some other people have put out content already who got the game early, and they've shown like some of the cloaking abilities, so you turn invisible, and then there's a ability where you can just kind of like teleport to an enemy and go on and chain it to multiple enemies. My only concern about that is really how stealth is that. Like the chain assassination in Assassin's Creed Origins wasn't really that stealthy. Like you come down, you assassinate somebody, and the other guard usually starts to like look at you, and then you throw a knife or something or a sword or whatever at the other guard, and so like he sees you, but like it didn't really feel like stealth. Whereas in like some of the double takedowns in some of the older Assassin's Creed game, you would drop down, you would immediately kill two people, and they would have been none the wiser. I mean, you would have taken them out almost instantly, with the opposed to some of the brutal assassinations in Assassin's Creed 3 and Black Flag. If you were assassinating without the hidden blade, if you were assassinating with something else, you would actually go into like a little sequence thing where you will like swipe out their legs, and obviously they noticed that, but you didn't get that like detection meter above you, which always kind of annoyed me when I was like being stealth technically, but they were seeing me. So that was one of the issues that I had with that. But otherwise, I think it's going to be really cool in Odyssey to just see what they do with that. I've only seen those two kind of skills. I hope they have more, and I hope some of the stealth skills aren't just like have somebody else do your work for you, which they did have a little bit of in Origins. And I've seen some gameplay where they're like, okay, you can bring the ammo, or you can call in a lieutenant from your ship in Odyssey, and you have the ship and the crew and all that, and the lieutenant can come in and help you in a fight, which is cool. But to me, that's not really like stealth. Like somebody sees your guy. Like it's not a stealth skill. It's just to help you stay hidden, even though it's not really stealth. Like what I like about stealth is someone comes in the camp, you take out every single enemy, and then you leave, and it's almost like nothing happened except everyone's dead. So I like that. Or even just going in, taking out a few people, doing your objective, and moving on from there. So I would like to see a lot of that, and I'm really glad there's a dedicated stealth tree. Some other stuff that I'm excited for is I just like the new combat system. I think that's going to be cool. The warrior skills look really cool. I'm a little worried that they went too far in terms of like just putting a huge emphasis on that. And I know you're a mercenary, I know it's Spartan warrior, so like I understand, but I also would like to make sure that they don't forget what they started with. I mean, it was a stealth game kind of to start. When you were in combat, it was a lot harder than just doing assassinations without anybody seeing you. And yeah, there were those like massive combos earlier in the games, where you could just like chain to one enemy to one enemy to one enemy and move on from there, and that was just kind of like really easy combat. So I'm glad they made the combat a little more challenging in Origins, and it'll be interesting to see what they do with this kind of warrior skill tree, as well as the hunter skill tree. Looks like it's going to be a lot cooler in this game than it was in Origins, because in Origins it kind of just felt like, yeah, you got a little more damage here, or you got some like useless thing here. Like there's a slow motion jump, basically you're falling and you can be in slow motion with your arrows, but it's kind of like, why do I ever want to do that? It wasn't super helpful, and it looked cool if you could pull it off, but I never really found much of a use for it. Most of the time when I was shooting at people, I was sneaking around the base, or I was on horseback, or I was just backing away from a big group of enemies and trying to take out some of them, or obviously for some of those big boss battles in the end. But other than that, I'm not really sure if there were any good skills in terms of the hunter. I know they had all the different types of bows, which were cool, and that's coming back, but as skills in Odyssey. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with this, and I'm really excited to see what they do. Yeah, I think that's mainly my thoughts on Odyssey, and I'm really looking forward to play it. I hope you guys are too. And I will be posting some stealth gameplay, because I know I haven't seen anyone who's gotten the game early doing any kinds of really stealth gameplay. There's been a lot of stuff where they've shown the warriors, the hunters, but I don't really see anybody doing stealth gameplay. So I'm going to be really like trying to show some of that stuff that's not really out there right now, and hopefully y'all enjoy it. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.
Hmm.